Greetings RC fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's Garage for another unboxing and review. Now, from the thumbnail and the title you will probably have some idea what it is, but this was rather an uninspiring package that arrived, this little brown box with the HC810 RTR inside. I wish I'd had this before I went to Iceland because I could have had a lot of fun with it there. We'll get it unboxed and all the rest of it in a minute. I have charged up the batteries and I have pulled out some AAA batteries which I need for the remote. Before we get into the main part of the review, don't forget to do the usual things: like, comment and subscribe. So what is it, Sharky? Well, this is the box that I got. It says on here RC boat HC810 made in China, and it's blue. Now I believe Tommy RC has got one of these, but he hasn't done a review on it yet. I've spoken to him about it, so let's pull it out and have a look. Here we go. So empty cardboard box, no details on there. Hui Can Toys, so that's HC, dazzle colour remote control paddle kayak. So it is a remote controlled canoe. Has a really cute little remote. It takes two AAA batteries in the remote. There's a counterbalance underneath. And I've been waiting for the British weather so that I can actually use this. So what we got? Well, I pulled out two batteries, so we've got those. Got a charger with one of those on. We have a little baggie with a spare pair of props. We have a neat little remote, fits nicely in the hand. High, low, I'm guessing that's forward, left, right. We'll see how this works. So, don't know whether it's got high and low speeds or quite what. That looks like an on and off button. Don't know whether these are trims. Those don't feel like they've got anything under them. That one and that one do. So, that's the remote and the batteries. That's the off and on here. Don't know quite how that's going to come out, but yeah, we'll sort that out in a minute. And then we've got this little fella, and isn't he cool? Oh, there's his paddles disappeared. So he wobbles from side to side, and I believe that he moves in that. We've got the weight, the counterbalance weight to hold him upright underneath. Now, I don't know whether this is the glowy version or the not glowy version because I've not done it. We've got two little paddles on, or two little propellers on the back there. We have a paddle that goes over his hands, like so. We have a port underneath here which obviously is waterproof, which is where you plug it in to charge it up, which I've already done, although I may double check that before we do the swim test. I went out and bought a paddling pool so that we could do that, but this is really cool. I like it. And it's scale and it will be fun, and I can see this fitting onto a trail rig, which would be quite cool. Put this on the top of a trail rig. All right, yes, him on top wouldn't be quite so scale, but carrying it around so that if you come to some water you can play with some water. What I'll do is I will pause the video there. I will go and get my coffee cup, which he can sit on top of. We can then try and fire everything up. So, little note. this says off and on, but it's actually the lock that locks the battery compartment in. So you just need to pop one battery in there, one battery in there. That goes under the front there, clips in at the back and locks to there, which locks it in there. Then we've got to turn that on. Okay. I don't know how we turn this on, so I need to work out how to do that. Bear with me 1 second. Right, interestingly, it has a really cool little system. I'm guessing that these buttons might select the lights. So it's got lights in the front of it. Let's turn that round. Let's turn the top lights off. So you can see. Rolling over heavily that way. Don't know whether so the button on the front does the rowing action. That does that. I haven't got the counterbalance down at the minute, which is why it's sitting weird in the water. But that's really cool. Now, the little neat feature. Take it out of the water and it turns off, because just here, two little sensors, and until they're in the water and make a contact, it's got no thingy, so it doesn't. Let's put the back end in, but as soon as that front end goes in, it goes into there, which I think is really, really cool. Got lots of light colours. Let's see if I can lift it up without spilling the water, so you can see it's got LEDs and that in there. What an amazing bit of kit. So in a minute or two, I've got the paddling pool set up in the back garden. I'm going to take it outside and we're going to run it in the paddling pool. Right, I've had the paddling pool covered up, but some stuff did get in it. So here it is. Flick this down. Put that in the water. You can see it starts flashing. Turn this on. Does that, and it's now steady. Wow. This is cool. It's quite quick in a straight line as well, because of the shape of it. Whoop. So any kid could have a nice play with this, and it's cheap. It wasn't a lot of money at all. But there's also another water-based RC that I'm so it's just on the little joystick. circles. I suppose if you don't use the figure motion, you'll probably get more battery life out of it. Oop. Oop. Being careful not to cut. But how cool is that? Can you imagine taking this on holiday? You could use it in a swimming pool. You could, if you've got relatively still water, I don't know how this would work in the sea or anything like that, but if you've got like a lake, maybe. How cool is that? So yes, I'll come in, I will give you my conclusions, because one of the things I haven't done is talked about the price, but I haven't got the details right here in front of me because I'm out here playing. Anyway, we'll take this in and we'll look at the thingies. Battery runtime, they're talking about 12 minutes of runtime for a 30-minute charge. And it's USB charged, so you could take a USB battery pack, so you don't even need to have mains power. And it will go in reverse. So how cool is that? Yeah, so 30-minute charge time, about 12 minutes of run time. Obviously you can't get multiple batteries because it's got an inbuilt battery to it, but I love the safety feature that it'll only work while it's immersed in the water. Oop, got it stuck in that corner. Hey. Nearly rolled it over. Right, we'll take it back inside. I'll talk about price and give you the conclusions. So this is the HC810 radio controlled canoe or kayak. It was £8.81 on special. Normal price is £10.36 from AliExpress. The only things you're going to need are 2 AAA batteries for the remote. It's got a lot of play features. It's got the lights. It's got a 3.7 volt, 180 mAh lithium ion battery. It's got brush motors, which I'm guessing they'll be the tiny little ones, but they seem to have plenty of power for what it's doing. I think this is fantastic. For the price of it, why not? And, you know, folded down, if you take the hands off, it's so easy to carry if you're going away somewhere. You know, if you have a caravan or you're going camping or you've got small people, you've got something that they can take with them readily, that even with the charger, you know, you don't need a screwdriver because you can change the batteries without. That and a spare set of AAA batteries. You've got a perfect toy for the summer for any small person, but also this I think would fit on the top of a scale rig or on the back of it on a trailer. Okay, he doesn't look quite so scale, but the skilled people amongst you I'm sure can do something about that. And this just pushes onto the hands. But yeah, I think it's fantastic, and with the lights and everything, what a cool bit of kit. I absolutely love it. What a good £10 spend, or an £8.81 spend. Right folks, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the usual things. We'll catch you all again next week for something totally different.